it's Emmy. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Emmy. I'm a certified nutritionist and the creator of the Slim on Starch program, where you eat as much as you want on this plant-based diet and you lose that weight for once, for all, finally for good. So in today's video, I'm sharing with you guys what I would do if I was starting my weight loss journey today. The 5 things that I would do. So if you are just getting into this vegan, plant-based weight loss journey, or if you've been vegan or plant-based for a while, but the weight is not coming off and you're not quite sure why, then this is the video for you. Now, as I mentioned just before, I am the creator of the Slim on Starch program. And on that program, we have people losing upwards of 60 pounds and more. So, honeys, I know a thing or two about weight loss, and that is why I'm going to share with you the steps that you can take today to get it going. Step number 1, the first thing that I would do is forget the word vegan. Get it out of here. In fact, I'm very hesitant to use the word vegan when I talk about my diet, because vegan promotes the absence of animal products, which means that things like Oreos and McDonald's apple pie are vegan, and those are not healthy. Vegan and healthy are not synonymous, and even healthy and weight loss are not synonymous, which means that vegan and weight loss surely are not synonymous. And there are even things that look healthy, like a vegan salad that you think would be healthy and promote weight loss, but the reality is that that salad is drenched in oil and it has roasted nuts on top, and it's actually a really fatty, high-calorie meal that's not going to turn your body into a fat burner. So I say forget the word vegan, even forget the word plant-based, and just focus on whole, real foods that don't have ingredients lists, that don't come from packages. Starches, vegetables, fruits, and legumes. You can do all of your shopping in the produce aisle on this lifestyle. Potatoes can be your starch. Yams can be your starch. Sweet potatoes, oh my goodness, can be your starch. You can literally just shop in the produce aisle and be able to thrive on this diet. Focus on the whole foods. Get away from the whole vegan thing. It's gonna lead you down, and focus on processed foods and vegan restaurants, which is usually vegan junk food. So forget the word vegan and just focus on those whole plant foods. The second thing that I would do is completely commit to being oil-free. Now, I know what you're thinking, that I can just have a little bit of oil here, a little bit of oil there. It's extra virgin, it's coconut oil, it's healthy for you. But the reality is that oil is not a health food, and it will completely halt your weight loss and fat loss efforts. Oil is 4,000 calories per pound. It is the most calorically dense food product on the planet. This is in comparison to something like zucchini, which is like 75 calories per pound. 4,000 calories per pound, that is absolutely bananas, which is what you should be eating instead of the oil. 1 tablespoon of oil, which people say, oh, I just use like the tiniest, the littlest bit on my veggies, just like a little bit to saute them to get it going. And they probably pour a tablespoon in, which is 120 calories and 14 grams of fat. And there was even a study done in which participants ate 800 calories per day. I cannot even imagine that. And they were in this major caloric deficit, but they were consuming oil. And what they found was that the oil that they were consuming, even in this massive caloric deficit, was being stored directly in their fat cells. So I would completely commit to being oil-free if you are looking to burn that fat. The third thing that I would do is to stop calorie counting. On my program, we do not count calories. We don't limit our portions. It's not how much we eat, it's what we eat. And that is proven in the Slim on Starch program, because the people in this program that we work with, they are eating as much food as they feel like, not counting calories and losing massive amounts of weight. Calorie counting does not work in the long term. It works in the short term, but our body, we can't outrun our hunger, and our body will retaliate. And if we restrict ourselves to tiny amounts of calories, yeah, we'll lose weight in the short term, but we're gonna bounce back, and probably bounce back more than we would have hoped for, and end up gaining more weight than when we started. So calorie counting is not a great way to lose weight, and it actually sets you up for weight gain. And there were also studies done in which individuals would eat a plant-based diet at X amount of calories and a normal diet at X amount of calories. They're eating the same amount of calories calories, but the people on the plant-based diet lost a ton more weight because the plant-based diet transforms our metabolism. It turns us into fat burners. There were even studies done that compare the metabolisms of those eating a plant-based diet versus those eating a standard American diet, and eating a plant-based diet increases your metabolism. It revs up your metabolism. It really is not just calories in, calories out. On the overall, calories do matter, but if you are going to try to restrict your calories so that you can lose weight, yes, it's going to work in the short term, but in the long term, you'll end up gaining weight past where you even started. It's not how much you eat, it really is what you eat, as proven on my program with people losing like 60 pounds without counting a single calorie. But I can count the pounds that they're losing pretty well. The fourth thing that I would do is to stop relying on exercise. When we exercise, we tend to think that we've burned extra calories. For example, oh, I went on the elliptical and the elliptical said that I burned 400 calories. That means I can eat 400 extra calories today, right? And what ends up happening is people eat those extra 400 calories that they've earned, but our body doesn't work that way, and that when we exercise and we burn 400 more calories, it means that we can eat 400 more calories, because there's been many studies done that show that those extra calories are not extra calories at all, and we end up burning about the same amount of calories every day, independent of the exercise that we do. What does that mean? That means that even if we run 5 miles or if we just have a normal day in the life, we're gonna burn probably the same amount of calories on both of those days. So you can see how this is an issue when people think, oh, I've burned 400 extra calories, I can eat 400 more calories, and they end up eating in a caloric surplus and end up gaining weight when they think that the exercise is gonna help them lose weight. And then the fifth thing that I would do is just keep it simple. I would not go searching for all of these recipes and freak out about all this stuff. I would just buy a bunch of starches, vegetables, fruits, and legumes, and then mix and match some meals from those. You don't need to go looking for crazy recipes, breakfast, lunch, dinner recipes, snack recipes. I need to get all the ingredients. No. All you gotta do is go to the produce aisle, buy your starches, your vegetables, your fruits and legumes, and then mix and match them. In my program, we call these KISS meals because KISS stands for Keep It Simple Stupid. And when you make a KISS meal, you just mix and match whatever starches, vegetables, fruits, and legumes you have prepped for the week. So let's say you've prepped some rice for your starch. For your vegetables, you have some zucchini. For your legumes, you have some black beans. You throw those all together, put some nutritional yeast on, maybe some lemon juice, honey, and then you have an apple on the side. Bam, that is an A+ meal. Keep it so simple. Bring it back to basics. Be oil-free. Focus on whole foods. Stop calorie counting and stop exercising while you're at it. And that pretty much sums it up. So, honeys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you want to apply to the Slim on Starch program, click the link in the down bar so that you can send in your application and you can finally lose this weight for once and for all. I love you, honeys, and I'll see you in my next video. Woo!